So when you land in your blog, this page here is just one that they call it the landing page. It's just something that comes up when you enter your site. You can change how it looks, but to be honest, by using these tabs, but to be honest, I just look past it and I come to my menu and I'll go post, and I would like to add a new post. So I could click that. The other option is I click on all posts. And when I go to that site, I can have a look at what I already have, but I also have the option here to add new. So there's a few places to click. So when I add a new post, I just want to show you the toolbar and some options with text. So the top here is the title, and it's where it's where the main heading is created, and this will go at the top of your post on your home page. It's what your reader will see first. So you can get creative and put a question there if it's something you want your audience to ponder, or you can just have something catchy, or it can just be informative, homework week 3. It depends on the purpose of your post. So that's your main heading. This area here is the body of the post. The default text size is paragraph. So you'll see I haven't got a font size button, but I do have options here for sizes. So I don't tend to use a heading here because this title becomes the heading on the front page. Some people prefer though to have another heading here, personal choice, and again it depends on the purpose of your post. So if I go back to my paragraph size, and then I can start typing and the text will go in here. Now I do have the options of bold and italics, bullet points and numbering a list. I can also decide where on the page that text will sit. I have the option to highlight text and create a link. And when I do that, I can type in a web address. Oops, sorry. This is Barker's Tea Room.com. And when I have it written there, I click the arrow, and that means apply that link to that writing. So now that text is live with that link. If I decide that I don't want that to happen, I can break the link, I can remove it. If I type, I'll just go down to a new line. If I actually type the address here, even though it looks like it's a link that you could go to, it's not a live hyperlink. I would still have to highlight that text and say insert a link and put it in. Sometimes it will jump in here automatically, it just depends on the format. Oh dear. And I say that is what I want it to be, apply it. So it's now an active link. And again, if I didn't want it to be, I could remove the link. I can click it here or here. This button here, when you have a long post, they usually put the post title and then a couple of sentences so people can read what the post might be about. And then it will say, click here to read more, or just read more. And you click on that and it opens up the full post. You can choose to put this in and it will drop that line in. So all that would go on the front of my post would be the title, that bit of text, and then the read more button would come in. You might use that. Some people don't like it when halfway through a sentence it'll get chopped off and it says click here to read more. They'd prefer to finish a sentence, drop in the read more link, and then the rest of the text goes underneath. I don't use that a lot. I tend to let EduBlogs decide where to chop it off, and it doesn't bother me if it's in the middle of a sentence, but some people do. This toggle shift controls this little toolbar here. So if I click off that, you can see that toolbar completely disappears. That's just for space on your page. You can open it. You can strike through something. You can have a horizontal line across your page like that to put in a separation in the reading if you want it, sometimes to divide up a concept. You can choose color, This one here is if you've copied something and you want to paste it as text. Clear the formatting if you've brought something in. A special character, got a few different ones, so that's a bit like Word. You can have some indents and undo and keyboard shortcuts. So probably here it's the colour you're going to be looking for the most. So that's how you can play around with text and how to get your blog post started.